This specific Vizio model is a smart TV. It came with a QWERTY keyboard remote on the opposite side of the remote so that you could type in information while you use the internet apps, like your password, username, this, that, and other. And basically, I'm really loving it. I'm using it with the Xbox One in my basement. And I'm just basically, I was just taking a look to see how well three things worked. I was checking to see how well Fios works, how well Call of Duty Ghost ran, and how well Battlefield 4 was running. So obviously, the problem is I was playing with one hand. So because I'm holding the camera with one hand and I'm, basically I'm just navigating through everything with one hand. First of all, picture quality is absolutely excellent. This is LED technology, so it gets bright where it needs to be. It gets dark where it needs to be. It's not as dark as a plasma, obviously. You can still, if you're in the dark, you can still see the backlit LED bulbs lighting the back of it. So it doesn't get as dark in spaces as a plasma gets. But what I must say, I was watching Carlito's Way, as you can see, and Carlito's Way, the motion of the characters was extremely fluid. And I don't know if, iPhone's camera can actually capture it because of the refresh rate difference, but the motion of the people was absolutely fluid. It looked like when they were walking around, it almost looked like they were moving faster than they would have been if you had watched the 70 versions of the video before it had been up converted to HD. So picture quality, simply put, is excellent. As you can see, it has the Wi-Fi connection in it. And as you can see, like I was connected to the house Wi-Fi and this, that, and other. It also picks up Wi-Fi from nearby. The sound quality is good, but also as you can see, I'm running it through an amplifier and this, that, and other. A couple of old amplifiers, but they're hooked up to very, very powerful surround sound speakers. The video game quality, I also have a Vizio, a smaller Vizio in a different room, but the video game picture quality, absolutely fantastic. Now, a lot of people get crazy about whether or not they have a 120 hertz or a higher hertz refresh rate like 240 hertz television, but most of these video game systems output at 60 hertz. They do not do or handle 240 hertz very well. So what you end up having to do is, even if you have a 240 hertz television, you have to switch it to game mode. And when you switch it to game mode, it usually downgrades the refresh rate to about 60 hertz. Most of these video game systems output at either 1080p 60 hertz or 720p 60 hertz. So as you can see, this is Xbox One, this is Battlefield 4, which is basically my favorite game. I also have Titanfall, but I play Battlefield more because it's more fun and there's always something going on. Call of Duty, not at all. I hate Call of Duty. It's stupid. It's amazing that they're still putting out shitty games like Call of Duty. And they haven't changed it up much, but Battlefield is that's my go-to game where I love to play. There's really not much else off the top of my head that I can think of. I don't really have any cons to really speak about when it comes to this model. All I can say is that the smart TV features are really unnecessary because Xbox One and PlayStation 4, they already come with a lot of those smart features. Like you can watch Netflix on just about anything. You can watch Amazon Video on just about anything. You can use the Xbox to download videos directly to the Xbox and then watch them. Or my Fios set-top box allows you to do the exact same thing. So the problem is that I've noticed is a lot of these equipment features are becoming redundant. If I were you and you don't mind saving the money, I would simply get a regular Vizio 120 hertz big screen. I would just get a regular one because, with all of the redundancy of features, most likely you're not going to use all of these features on all of the equipment that you have plugged to the television. So that's basically what I suggest. I really suggest that you just get a regular TV. In my opinion, this 4K bullshit is not going to catch off for a while because 4K televisions, in order for you to get a 4K television the size of this television, you'd probably end up spending like $7,000 or $8,000 or more. Definitely more than $4,000 or $5,000. Meanwhile, a television like this can be purchased for less than $1,000. In fact, you can get yourself an 80-inch television from BJ's, and you can get that for less than $4,000. In fact, less than $3,500 if you catch a good sale and you're a club member. But overall, great television. Love the picture. Love the sound. Lots of connections, which I'll write in the detail section below this video about all the different connections it has. But basically, if you have video games like PS4 and Xbox One, you want to make sure you have a TOSLINK for optical out, and you also want to make sure you have at least 3 HDMI ports. You also want to make sure you always have a coax, but that's standard. Great television.